Okay, everyone, hello. We will get it rolling here. So welcome to the Technology and Data Programs program preview. My name is Dave. I'm an information specialist here at McMaster Continuing Education. And we have got a great lineup of programs for you today, including a special guest. One of our program managers is here to talk about several programs that he oversees. So you're going to be treated to, some really great information from an expert. Just before we get rolling, we want to acknowledge and recognize that McMaster University is located on the traditional territories of the Mississauga and Haudenosaunee nations and within the lands protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through our technology program overview. This is the overview here, rather. And these are the programs that we're going to be talking about today. So data analytics, data science, and big data programming and architecture. These programs are kind of interlinked and related in ways that Madi is going to go into. And we will also be talking about open source intelligence and full stack development.
So welcome everyone. As Dave mentioned, I'm Emerging Technology Program Manager. I'm happy to be here with you today to walk you through different technology program streams such as data analytics, data science, big data programming, and open source intelligence. All right. So we are starting with data analytics. Basically, this is an academic certificate program, which we launched in partnership with the Groot School of Business and McMaster Mac Data Institute. It's a certificate that includes 5 courses, which are offered in online virtual classroom format. Most of the courses are in virtual classroom format, but we do have a couple of courses, Foundation of Computer Programming and Working with Database, which are online asynchronous, which means you have even more flexibility to work on your coursework and to do your learning at your own time. We have another certificate option, which is called Certificate of Professional Learning in Data Analytics, which instead of completing 5 elective courses from the pool of 7-8 courses we have there, you only need to complete 3 courses if you want to learn, if you have more targeted learning goal there, you want to learn a specific course topic, let's say, for example, AI, business intelligence, and you don't have to go through 5 courses to graduate from the program. We have the price range listed here for the courses. Most of the courses are priced at around 800, but we do have a couple of courses overlapping between this program, which is a basic program and focuses on application, and the other more, experienced, intermediate to experienced program, data science. The overlap courses are priced at around like 1100. So what you will learn in this program is how to apply a statistical method to analyze data, how to collect, first of all, and analyze, interpret, and share data with stakeholders, how to identify relationship in data, and how to select and employ problem-solving techniques, basically some basic project management skills there. And you will learn about business intelligence and data analysis case studies through hands-on use cases and real-world scenarios. We are working with experiential learning platform. All right, I'm going to move to the next step. Let's talk about the data analytics career outlook. So basically, as I mentioned, you will learn some skills such as data analysis, SQL, Python, Power BI, Tableau, business intelligence, data visualization, data modeling. As you can see, it's a mix of the skills about like how to work with different tools for visualization, for programming, and for database management. and also some technical, more conceptual skills like data modeling and how to uh, make sense of the data, right? Plus some basic project management skill too. The career opportunities for our data analytic basic stream is mostly roles such as data analyst, business intelligence analyst, statistical analyst, database analyst, data management analyst, and data quality manager. Like just to give you like a sense of like what are the careers you can land on like after finishing this program. And it's a good news that the job posting in Ontario and the job outlook looks excellent based on the stat we pulled from the resources listed there. So there is a promising career outlook here for our basic data analytic streams. I'm going to move to next program stream, which is data science. Again, the format is very similar. You need to complete 5 elective courses for a full academic certificate there. Or if you are choosing only a limited number of courses, you can do certificate of professional learning by completing 3 elective courses from the course pool there. And for this stream, the courses are in the virtual classroom format, all of them, which means there will be a live scheduled session for the lecture and some supplemental material throughout the week. And as I mentioned in the previous slide, data science stream is a somewhat intermediate to more experienced level stream. For those of you already familiar, have a little bit of background with stats and programming, and you will learn the following items by completing this program. Well, you'll learn how to translate a business problem into an analytical problem, how to propose and refine analytical solution for business problem. You'll practice problem-solving techniques, and of course, using some specific tools. And there will be exposure to more industry popular tools through these streams. And if we move to next slide, data science career outlook is like this. You will land on jobs such as data scientist, machine learning engineer, data analyst, analytic manager, business analyst roles. So if you notice, there's a kind of overlap between different streams in terms of the career outlook and how like you can get like different specific role related to data and analytics. Let's say, for example, data analyst role. So as I said, data science stream is more intermediate to experienced level, but still there's a spectrum there. You can get some common opportunities, job opportunities. And the top skills are computer science, big data, Python, SQL again, agile methodology, data analysis, machine learning, automation, and Java. All right, let's move to a more experience level stream, big data programming and architecture. Again, you need to complete 5 elective courses here to graduate from this program stream, or you can do a certificate of professional learning, which is fairly shorter. And it's offered in the virtual classroom format. As I said, this is more technical, and all courses are priced at something around 1,100. And you will learn stuff like how to implement cloud computing concept, how to build a variety of IT infrastructure for the cloud environment, basically how to develop new tools or how to implement new like concepts using data programming. I mean, big data programming is one of the popular areas there. All right, let's move to career outlook. Yeah, thank you. So as you can see, still there are some overlap with the data science stream, like big data, of course, with the emphasis on how to implement big data methodologies in a cloud environment. You'll learn SAS, you'll learn Python, and you'll learn SQL, AWS Cloud. You will have exposure to other popular cloud platforms like Google Cloud, GCP, or even Azure, a Microsoft version of it. And you'll learn agile methodology, data analysis, and machine learning here too. So the career opportunities, list of examples here is like big data architect, database developer, data engineer, big data developer, data visualization developer, and business analytic specialist. The job outlook, again, for this stream looks excellent. Of course, it's more technical and like in the range of the average salary for this stream is a bit higher than the other streams. Well, we do have a quiz on our website if you want to decide which program suits your background and your learning goal. And what's your learning goal? What's your industry or educational experience? You can take that advisement quiz, and basically you can figure out like which program is the suitable one to start with. And of course, you don't have to limit yourself with just one program stream. You can do some like basic overlapping courses at the beginning, and after that, if you change your mind, you can basically hope to more basic stream or more experienced stream there. There is lots of flexibility there. As I said, all three streams are developed in a way that they offer a good balance of hands-on experience and learning the concepts. And the big focus is on the concept, not teaching the tool, but the tools are there to convey the teaching tool. All right, let's move on to open source intelligence. Well, this program structure is a little bit different. It's a professional development and non-credit program. So by completing this 4 courses here, and all courses are mandatory, you will earn a digital macro credential. That's the nice thing about this program. And we'll have even more flexibility here. We start with the first course, which is in a virtual classroom format. And for the rest of the courses, you will have even more flexibility with online self-study format. What that means is that you log in at your own time, and you progress through the learning, the materials. And whenever necessary, you can book an appointment with the instructor, one-on-one appointment, and review your questions. The flexibility is even more than online asynchronous version in a way that you don't have to submit the coursework by the certain due dates. And you will be able to start the online self-study courses like whenever you want. There is no fixed start date, but you do have 90 days from your start to complete the courses, which is nice. Here is the list of courses you see: Trade, Craft, and Operation, Python for basic collection, Python for advanced collection, data mining, and analysis essential. And let's talk about what you will learn by completing this program. Basically, open source intelligence is the art of using open source tools and open source databases, such as like data available on websites, on social media, or any other like legal platforms to get insight in different areas. It can be applicable to marketing area, in production, consulting, or many different roles. Like you learn how to recognize cyber threat and safeguard your safety and privacy. You will learn how to assess the value and quality of online sources and data, how to design and process to collect and manage data, right? If you want to customize your specific tool to process and collect data more efficiently from the search engines online. All right, let's proceed to career outlook information here. So the top skills are topics like web scraping, SQL. Again, that's a big piece. That's database management. Python, you learn about computer science skills, data analysis, and cybersecurity too. And as I mentioned, there is a vast spectrum of like the jobs and opportunities you can apply this skill. And here are some examples. Something like open source intelligence analyst, fraud analyst, research analyst for different fields, or intelligence analyst. And the job outlook for this one is also excellent. Mostly typically for emerging technology, you should be confident the job outlook for the 5 to 10 years is excellent here in Canada. All right, I think that was it. So I'm going to hand it over to my information specialist colleague, Dave, and I'll be here at the end of the presentation if you have any specific question for me. Thank you.
Thanks, Madi. That's great. Yeah, so as you folks can see, there's a lot of interesting options here, and just kind of depending on what your interest is. And yeah, Madi is again our program manager for these programs, which make up definitely some of the most popular programs that we offer. So thanks again to him for that. I am going to continue on here talking about our next program. This is also a tech program, of course. Madi isn't the program manager of this one specifically, so I'm jumping in to explain full stack development. So full stack development is kind of your standard web developer program. Okay, so and it's got some really interesting options and ways that you can go about it. So all the courses in this program are delivered in our asynchronous online format. And there are a total of 4 different credentials that you can earn. The first one being so there's 3 different certificates. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you on our website, because that's going to be the easiest way to sort of explain this. So let's just look at it together here. So if you're interested, if you're interested in this program, full stack development, like I said, we have 3 different certificates that we offer. Okay, they're certificates of professional learning, and they consist of 3 courses each. So you can see that we have this one that focuses on UX UI. Then we have these 3 courses that focus on front-end development, and we have these 3 focusing on back-end development. So if you want to, you can say, oh, I just want to take, I'm just interested in learning front end, or I'm just interested in learning UX, and you can take that certificate of professional learning, or you can earn a diploma by just taking all 9 of those courses. So those are kind of your different options. And as well as that, you can actually, this is a rare thing with our programs. Most programs don't allow this, but this program does in fact allow you to earn multiple credentials in because these courses don't really overlap to contribute to more than 2 credentials apiece. You can actually take multiple certificates and the diploma, and you can graduate from all of those, and you can get those added to your resume or whatever. So all right, so going back to our slideshow then, where we have the info. So yeah, these are ideal for people looking to get into the field, or advance their professional development from like, a different professional background. Yeah, and as you can assume, it's sort of covering, depending on the courses that you're taking, in the UX courses are looking at sort of the methodology and sort of philosophy of like web design, and how to go about that in practice. And then you have sort of the technical implementation in the front end, and then you have the the back end holding it all together, right? So somebody is asking, I'm just going to address this question right in the right now live. Someone's asking if the full stack program is equivalent to a 2-year diploma. I mean, if you're talking about like in terms of equivalent to a Ontario college diploma, they don't perfectly match up in that way, just because of the way the differences between continuing education programs and Ontario college programs. They're not exactly equal, but that's not a that's not they're not too far away. Like they have some similarities. But in terms of like the time commitment, it really just depends on how quickly you can get through the program. So you can choose to, you could just focus on one area at a time, and you could take 3 courses per term, or you could do, whatever combination suits you, but it's just kind of up to your personal schedule. You should assume each course will require, I would say 6 to 8 hours per week of work. So just, go based off of that and decide your schedule that way. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna let my colleagues, help keep up with these questions so I can get through the presentation. But we'll address more at the end as well. So yeah, I think you folks have a pretty good idea then of what this program consists of. So we'll just talk briefly about the career section. So there's your average salary, about 63,000. You can see the top posted job titles you can see are all in UI UX. So hey, if you're thinking, oh, I could go for any of these, and but I only want to take 3 courses and I don't know which one to choose. I mean, hey, there's something for you. I mean, if that appeals to you, right? UI UX, all the top jobs are in that area right now. I have a good friend who does that kind of work, and it's hard work. I think it's, depending where you work, obviously, but long hours for sure. But lots of potential for upward mobility. But anyways, yeah. So those are your top skills right there. Full stack development, user experience, agile methodology, information architecture, user research, problem solving, innovation, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, API software, some of the main sort of languages, frameworks that you're working in, and a little bit of education in the Adobe Creative Suite software as well. So yeah, that's yeah, of course, excellent job outlook for that, as I'm sure, no one is surprised to hear. So these are, we have, lots of tech and data programs that we aren't going over in the presentation today. These are the ones that we decide to focus on, but you might also be interested in health analytics, in privacy management. We have general corporate training, which is kind of for like if you're the stuff that you've seen is you're kind of thinking, well, that's not exactly what I want. But but maybe you want us to go over something different with you, or kind of have a customized experience. You can contact us and let us know, and it's possible we can work something out for your organization. We also have Ed Express courses, which are kind of like general interest courses, usually on some pretty fun topics that kind of run the gamut of different things. And we also have Ed2Go and YouGot Class courses. Ed2Go and YouGot Class are external learning partners who we partner with. Their courses are run by them, but approved by us. So they're kind of, they're up to the, McMaster seal of quality. And there's a ton of different and also really fairly specific courses that you can take. Let's say you're thinking like, I just want to learn SQL, for example. You can take a course on just that, or Power BI, or etc. Right? So definitely, have a look into those options, because there's just a whole big list of options that we didn't go into there either. So so now I just want to quickly talk about micro-credentials. So to give you just a quick explainer of micro-credentials, what they are is if you're taking a program at McMaster Continuing Education, you're earning a traditional, as of now at least, you're earning a traditional credential. So, something like a certificate of completion or a certificate of professional learning or something like that. So when you take our programs, you're still earning that credential, but as opposed to the traditional format of like a piece of paper or a PDF that's mailed to you or emailed to you, whatever. A micro credential is this secure blockchain digital item that you get access to, and then you can put it on your LinkedIn, on your personal website, on your digital resume, that sort of thing. And employers recognize these, for what they are, as this sort of tamper-proof proof of what you've accomplished educationally, and what it, where it kind of has a leg up over a traditional credential is that it also has a sort of a summarized list of all the subjects that you learned in the program that you earned the micro credential for. So it's kind of a, it's got, it's an interesting feature in that respect that is nice for employers and helps verify what people know. So that's micro credentials. A lot of our programs are delivered as micro credentials, and we have a page on our website that goes over that lists all the programs. It gives you an exhaustive list of all the programs that are delivered as micro credentials. So if you're curious about that, here, you know what? I'll show you. I will show you what I'm talking about real quick. Here's our website, right? Just go to Find Programs and Courses, go to Micro Credentials, and just scroll down a little bit, and here's that list, right? So if we're looking at technology courses, Open Source Intelligence is the one program that we talked about today that is delivered as a micro credential. But yeah, if you're interested in other subjects, micro credentials are there for that. Okay, let's move on to our FAQs. If you're interested in registering, this is how it works, okay? So if you're starting to fall asleep halfway through here, perk up for this is how you enroll, okay? If we've sold you and you wanna go for it, so let's use one of our programs we talked about today as an example. So data analytics, okay? So let's say you want to earn the certificate in data analytics, or you don't have to go for that. You're not locked into any program. Maybe you're thinking, I know so far I just want to take DAT 100, Foundations of Computer Programming. Okay, so if you want to take that course, you're just going to find it in the programs there where you saw me go. You're going to click on the course. You're going to see the available offering here. So right now you can register for this course, which is starting on May 6th, running until June 20th. You can see it's got this tag that says online, which means that it's running in our online learning format. If you don't remember what that means, here's a learning formats link over here on the right-hand side. So you just click on that, and then you can come to this page and be reminded, oh yeah, online is the asynchronous option, okay? And so all the details are there. So you can, if you want to read up on that, you know where to find it, okay? So so if you've looked at this, you've seen the sort of the overview here, including the cost and the date range and the description, class schedule if applicable. You're happy with that, add to cart, and then you can add more courses to your cart or not, whatever you want to do, whatever makes sense. And then you just go into your cart from here, and you proceed to checkout, and then you're going to be walked through a process. So it's pretty straightforward, more straightforward than people often expect. And then how do I begin my course? Well, if you are assuming it's a little bit different depending on like certain courses if you're taking essentials, but we didn't cover those today. So assuming you are applying to, you're registering for any of the courses that we talked about today, the way you start your course is you're going to get some emails once you've registered, and those emails are going to have some instructions and some links in them. You need to, and by the way, if you don't see those emails, make sure you check your junk mail. Sometimes they get filtered to junk mail, so make sure you check there. 90% of the time people email us saying, I didn't get this, it's because it's in their junk mail. So do that, and then the emails and the instructions in them are going to walk you through activating your Mac ID if you're a new student. And once your Mac ID is activated, that means that your login is going to work for Avenue to Learn, which is our main learning platform. And you will be directed to Avenue to Learn. Let's see here. I don't think I left it open, but yeah, it's just right here. This is what Avenue to Learn looks like, right? So you'll just log in with Office 365, which is your full McMaster email address. So including the @mcmaster.ca and that username and the account that the password that you used for the rest of your account. So that's how you get started on your course. Oh, and by the way, courses will not appear in Avenue to Learn until they have started. Okay. So people often ask, what's the cost? Well, I think you've seen as I've gone throughout the website, the cost is right there on the course. Vast majority of our courses do not have any taxes applied on top of that fee, so it's just you pay what you see. Some courses have textbooks, but I don't think too many of the courses that we talked about today have additional textbook costs associated with them. So if you want to find out about that for sure, you can message us. And then the duration of the program is usually just I think you've seen throughout this presentation. It's just you take what you can or what's available as you want, and that sort of determines the duration of the program. And why are certain courses showing as unavailable? Not sure if we saw any examples of that on our website, but basically sometimes you'll see courses that show as here's one, right? DAT 105 currently not available. People message us and say, oh my gosh, does that mean it's never going to be offered again? No, that's not what it means. It just means that it's not available right at the moment, but it may very well be available in a future term. If you want to get some insight on that, you can check our schedule tab. Now, I will say we don't actually have our fall schedule uploaded yet, but that will be getting uploaded by like early to mid-July. So once you can check back then and kind of see what the schedule is, and fall courses are going to be open for enrollment at the same time. But you can also look back, right, and kind of get not that it's guaranteed that it's going to be exactly the same in the future, but you can look back at the old schedule and kind of get a sense of like, okay, this is what they did last time, maybe it'll be the same in the future. Yeah, so that's kind of, that is the answer to that. Very quickly about financial support, just make sure, basically, if you're looking for financial support, I recommend, if you're an Ontario resident, McMaster Bursary for part-time students / the McMaster Continuing Education Award, bit of a mouthful, but it is, that is the main bursary / scholarship that students are eligible for. It has similar criteria to OSAP. If you're wondering about OSAP, our courses are not eligible for OSAP, but they are eligible for this part-time bursary. By the way, you don't have to be a part-time student in order to qualify for this. Which, yeah, it is what it is. But that is the case. And then there's also these other government-sponsored programs you can see as well. The Canada Ontario Job Grant, that's a thing that's set up through employers. Better Jobs Ontario, has some really specific criteria, but is great if you can get it. Windmill microlending, for example, that one is for newcomers who their requirements aren't matching with the local requirements, and so windmill microlending is for helping out folks in that scenario. We've been over how to register, just as basic registration criteria. For most of our programs, and if they have more advanced criteria, like say big data programming and analytics, They will say that they'll indicate that on the website, but the base requirements are just that you should have a high school education. And even if you don't have a high school education, you can, be a mature student. And even if you're not a mature student, we'll make an exception. Maybe, probably. And then there's English language proficiency requirements, which are not something that we check for open enrollment programs, which all programs we talked about today are open enrollment. But English language proficiency is just make sure that you have good strong English skills. If you have any doubts about that, there is a page that you can find by searching McMaster English Proficiency. Just Google that. You'll find a page on the main website that kind of lists test scores for what's needed for programs at the main university. Again, our open enrollment programs do not require you to submit anything to us, but you can use those scores as a guideline if you have any concerns about your English proficiency level. I will quickly show you just where to go to contact us if this ends and you're like, oh, I just thought of this question too late. Well, you can come to this page on our website. Just when you're on our website, just find this button, the top banner that says contact us, and you'll find your way to this form where you can fill it out, and that question will be answered by myself or one of my colleagues, and we will get back to you within a couple of business days with whatever we can answer to help. Perfect. But yeah, if anything else comes up, here's where you let us know. Please reach out, and we'll be happy to help. So thanks everybody for being here, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, everyone.